Hello everyone. Yeah, I got a bad start to my last reading because the battery died, but I had to recharge it a little bit and restart. So, obviously somebody's been in a pre-shuffle. We got somebody's really detaching themselves from some type of heartbreak and emotional diswaverment. They're cutting themselves off from this in the pre-shuffle. But I just want to say thanks first to all my subscribers, the new ones, the old ones, and everybody's going to subscribe in the future. And if you haven't already, you know what to do. Hit that old subscribe button. If you could do, and if you don't want to, just give me a good like. If you want to get the notifications for when I go live or have a new reading out, that'd be great. But it is your decision up into yourself. So with the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. I wanted to title this about people that are stepping into Christ consciousness. And that's like a whole big mumbo jumbo story. But what I'm seeing here is there's somebody that's realizing how much power they have in their truth and how certain actions and things have really made their life a little bit complicated. So let's pull some more cards. Enlightenment, the Hangman, is on your forte. Now there was some happiness in the past. We see somebody taking a... What do you want? Okay. Somebody taking a leap of faith in the future, but there's a lot of worry about this situation. We're going to see you being still worried. It could be that you're not being open about your feelings towards something, but we see you taking a leap of faith here. You could have animals, dogs. There's a dog here, obviously in the Fool, if you don't know tarot that well. There's the dog chasing a man off a cliff. When I said the Christ consciousness, there's this period of lack, and somebody's coming to grips with the term. There's a gnat there, so get on my energy, whoever you are. Unless you're nice. But we see somebody going and taking this leap of faith towards this type of I'm going to bring it back to the Christ consciousness, and I want to talk a little bit about that. When we step into these big roles and go into our awakening, it's very hard to determine what is good and what is bad, because essentially you got a lot of energy coming at you, good and bad. It makes you shift your reality, start doing different things, changing your repertoire, maybe getting rid of habits, ways of thinking, things like this. But because you had happiness and this balance in the past with your happiness, it's allowing you to take this leap of faith towards your goals and your aspirations and the things that you want. But it also goes along with the truth that you hold within. You're seeing things for what they are. I could be talking to some empaths out there or people with psychic abilities that are really looking at how energy is shifting into your reality. And you want things to change, but that's your old self. So taking a little step back and realizing that good change comes with time will bear fruit and grapes, because there's grapes. Whoop, almost dropped it. You see grapes right here in the corner of this card in the Ethereal Visions Tarot. But we see you consciously being aware of your faults, your values, and then embracing those with truth and seeing that, hey, this isn't actually a bad thing, it's actually a good thing. In your surroundings, you already know you have a new beginning, and you've been kind of going back and forth, doing some meditations and just spending time alone and trying to figure out what's coming next, because you feel the energies that are trying to embark on you, but you're kind of going back and forth between your not necessarily your shadow self but the old way of being. This is what has you really worried. Nine of Swords in your outcome. Now, this could be about a relationship. It could be about, but I feel as though it's more about how you view yourself, because you don't know who you're going to become, and that's a scary place to be. But at the same time, you know that you're making the right decisions. You're hoping to just get over kind of some of these weird emotional upbringings, or maybe energy that's coming towards you, but you need to embrace these things as they are teaching you how to move forward with this Fool. Somebody has been, birds kept coming up in the last reading. I had to delete it, but birds have been a significant thing here. And I only say that because this one fell off the deck, and there's an eagle on top of it. There's a lot being hidden from you. You might have this overwhelming feeling of like wanting to know. So you might be trying to search more into yourself and what's coming with this moon card. And if you need a personal reading, I could totally tell you what's going on. But essentially, it's like, unless you learn tarot or like go to another tarot reader, doesn't have to be me. It's like there's a lot of things that are hidden from you for a good reason. So even if you get a tarot reading, it's like there's only bits and pieces that are given to you because Spirit's wanting you, or God is wanting you to accept this consciousness with all bearing arms. There needs to be a release, I'm hearing, because you're going through transformation. It's not like you're going to go through transformations. I don't see the death card, but it's like you just want to know a little bit more, and the Spirit's holding it back from you on purpose because they want you to have more faith in where you're going and release this this worry. It's like whoever I'm speaking to is very connected. And I see somebody that's trying to like nurture some type of like a celebration in the future. So somebody has some insight on where they're going, but they are trying to keep like their emotions back while as they know that they are growing because of this new beginning you have, especially with the Page of Coins and the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's like that those times when like you just gotta sit by yourself and say, you know what? I don't fucking know everything. I never claimed to know everything. And it's okay to not know everything. I mean, isn't that the adventure of life? If you're trying to figure everything out, the tarot will trick you in a sense, because when you're reading energies, you got to understand getting that consciousness of knowing. There's going to be always little obstacles on your path. I see somebody that's doing a lot of tarot readings either on themselves or another individual, and they're being very confused. Yeah. Somebody could be kind of confused about some decisions they made in the past. They have with somebody that brought them a lot of stability and love. But there was like something that you did that you're learning from, that you're cutting out, that was facetious, or this person did to you, that's allowing you to actually understand like why people do this in the first place, or like why you did this in the first place. So it is a learning experience that is taking a little bit more time. And I think you want to get to see, the devil here is like you want to get to the nitty gritty of what's going on, but that's just the devil taunting you, because you're not going to learn shit if you just get what you want immediately. It's like a good analogy for that would be like, imagine, like for instance, in my past, I'll put to my past. If I was in my past and like I was like I used to do heroin and speed and all this crazy drugs and shit. If I would have won the lotto, like that would have been my demise, right? So think about it this way: like if you're going for the lotto or the golden cup or whatever, complete nirvana or whatever you want to call it, it's gonna take time. You can't push these things. It's controlled by spirit, and if you don't get that, like you're just gonna repeat the same cycles. There has to be a sense of complete and absolute, like, it's the word I'm looking for. I can't even find it. I know it's so dumb. You have to release everything. I know I'll figure it out later. But you have to release all expectation. You have to submit to the powers that be. You have to allow things to play out in such a way, but I hear a lot of people with worries with money and stuff like that, but things are coming. Like, all you have to do is pray or connect. Everything will be revealed with this moon here. You have to submit. You have to just say, I can't do everything all the time, There's somebody going through an awakening where they're trying to combat a lot of things. I hear intrusive thoughts. You do have the higher ground, right? But like, there's a lot of things coming at you. A lot of these are lessons too. Like for a lot of you, like I see some karmic patterns being played out with people around you. So when time passes, you're gonna realize over time that the fucked up things that happen to other people were a direct relation with the manifestations that you were doing. So if you had good intentions, right, towards a person, place, or thing, and these people fucked you over, you're going to be able to learn your part, and you're going to see the karma play out so you don't repeat those things. But it takes time, because we have, you can't just snap your fucking fingers and say, God, oh, make this person understand, or God, give them their karma so I can just, no, it's not the way it learns. Higher learning doesn't work like that. You can't just go read a textbook. Higher learning is all about experiencing life and giving gratitude and thanks for the things you already have. That's when you start getting downloads. That's when the things start changing your reality. It's when you start doing the things that you don't want to do, right? So if you want something to shift, or you want something to happen, it's actually going against the grain. Whereas you could just go with the flow and realize that, hey, I kind of did something shitty to somebody, or I'm doing everything in my power to do the right thing. And even then, there's still no conceptuality of divine timing, because it doesn't work that way. Timing was developed by humans because we discovered mathematics through the divine, because everything's based on math, basically. 0 and 1. This should be a fruitful time for you, obviously, too. There's a lot of learning I see for a lot of you, to switch that subject, but like, somebody's kind of like looking over the horizons and seeing like a lot of opportunities that have been placed before them, and they're very excited about it, but it also worries them at the same time. Yeah, but we also see a lot of different karmic shit playing out. So within the next 3 months, and I don't really give a lot of timelines in my readings, but like in the next 3 months, I'm seeing that there's going to be a huge major shift within yourself. It's allowing this to dissipate and allowing you to process certain like traumatic experiences in your past that are going to give you knowledge if you're doing the work. Don't be afraid of these changes, as they are for your highest good. It's just that these, like, I see the 3 of Swords in my mind's eye, and it's like, when that shit comes back to you, I feel as though the people that you have resentment for or something like that, when these bad things happen to them or something bad happens to them, you're going to have more compassion to that, and it's going to shift your reality, because you're transmitting the energy from being wanting vengeance, and then seeing like the spirituality, or not the spirituality, but the outcome as not something you really prayed for before or wanted before. When I say pray, it could just be a thought, right? But somebody's tired of being in this period of lack. There's a period of stagnancy. You should be using this period of stagnancy to like seek deep down within yourself and learn the lesson, because there is money that's going to come from this. You just don't see it. If you do the work, you'll be rewarded by patching things up from the past if you go ahead and really take responsibility for the things that you put in your physical reality, whether that be good or bad. I mean, in a sense, like, even if you do something good for yourself, you can have somebody jealous and they can be very vindictive towards you. And you would see that as bad karma or good karma. It doesn't really matter. But if you have vengeance against that, it's like, or animosity or anything like that, it's going to teach you another lesson. The best thing to do is let it come, embrace it, accept it, learn the lesson, don't say shit about it, and move forward. Someone needs to, I'm hearing, like, work out to get rid of some anger. If you do like a bunch of push-ups or you start working out, that's going to help you a lot. But there's an open door. Like, you have the key within you to open this door, and Spirit's pushing you towards this. I see also, after Mercury retrograde, a lot of things are going to come to you more abundantly. So this is a time to pause, especially if you're having people from your past like kind of trying to trigger you. Yeah, a lot of lessons are being learned. I heard a very distant train horn. So Gabriel's here with us now. The rudimentary facts of the things we praise. So somebody's like, look, that's what I just heard in my mind. Someone's trying to look simply at what they have and how to change it. And it's not as easy as it might seem. And if you really take a step back and you allow things to happen, you're going to see how easy it was to just do like a certain thing in your life or be a certain way, and how it's going to benefit you in the future. And like you're going to see it all culminating and changing, because it's like, oh, I have like all these different back and forth words in my mind right now. So there's a lot of like a push and pull between your old self and your new being. And that's depicted here by the Two of Pentacles again. Now, when we have the outcome as the Knight of Swords, yeah, there's a lot of emotions and things, and that's all because everything's being transmuted. So like, you're just feeling all this energy. So don't be so hard on yourself, and don't try to like get all crazy trying to change shit, because like it's not your time to change shit. Like you need to take a step back and let Spirit or God, whatever you believe in, take the forefront and just observe. Write down, journal. You can use this in your daily practice as something that's going to help you. And other than that, that's all the messages I got. I'm actually working on a really cool one. I'm going to render it later. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But yeah, I'm working on it right now, so I'm going to upload this one, and then hopefully I'll get a couple more out. I wanted to do like 3 or 4 today, but my camera died, like I said, so unfortunately. We're just going to work with what we got. Hope you're all well. Love you all. Give me a comment in the box if this resonates. If it does not, then hey, it wasn't your reading. But at the same time, if you need to hit me up for a personal reading, information's in the description box, and we can go from there. Yeah, love y'all. Bye!